So you want to tell us also about your new pedal?
Yeah, do you see it?
I've seen it on the other stand, yes, and it's incredibly. We already filmed it, and will be online like tonight, and it's incredibly. Let's say it's genius.
He said that. Well, thank you. We tried hard. I've been working on this pedal for 6 years, and you know, just basically to try to create an alternative that will put less obstacles against your foot. Because most of the pedals which are on the market today, it's a copy of 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 something that used to be a very good pedal in the 1940s, you know. So I tried to bypass all the copies and go straight to the 1940 version and update it the way it should be updated, you know. Because a lot of the pedals, they are like, you know, in the 30s and 40s, music was much quieter, and people played much quieter. So like. The vintage Martin Fleetfoot pedal that later on turned into the George Way Camco, not the Tama Camco, the George Way Camco is a very different pedal, and people play with 26-inch bass and play very quiet. You know, they have a bass player play without the amplifier. So in the 50s and 60s, music became very loud, and the bass becomes smaller. They take the front head off, they put a futon inside, they muffle it, you know, while the left and right, the amplifiers go up, you know. So drummers had to start to play very loud. They started to play like this. So the industry started to respond by making pedal with more forward motion, some more forward punch, because people didn't play like this anymore, but into the bass drum. So they developed bass drum that had a lot of forward throw, but they destroyed the balance action of those old pedals. So it's a little bit like they took a 5/8 stick and they put a weight to the shoulder, so you get a lot more punch, but you don't have action from that stick. So all my techniques, they rely on like a lot of linear action. So I need a lot of response on like the negative action. And with most pedals, I could not do this thing. So I have almost every pedal on the market I have, and I wouldn't have developed my pedal if I would find the pedal that I like. So I always had to fight something, and so I started to develop pedals about 10 years ago, and I started to build pedals about 6 years ago. So this is the end of a very, very long story. So basically what I have now is not a 7A with weight on it, but I have a 5B, you know. So my pedal is basically, it's a vintage pedal that is updated for the way we play drums today, you know.
With new technology?
No, not so much, but some new technology. It's an old idea with applied to a different framework, you know, and it's a very simple pedal. There's one or two different gadgets which are new, like it's collapsible, you know, you can, yeah.
Useful, incredibly useful.
Yeah, I think, you know, I developed this pedal for me, you know, because I just share it with maybe, you know, because I believe it's a good idea. I hate those cases. You know, I want to be able to take my pedal with me, you know, so we made it collapsible.
I found that there's a very slippery, actually.
Yeah.
Is it due to your technique?
Yes, I wear leather soles on my shoes. There's a couple of things that I think are useless, like chains are useless, you know. If like L. Duffy invented the chain pedal because he needed a better solution to replace a leather strap. If he had Kevlar or ballistic material, you know, he would have taken that, you know.
That was the other question I wanted to ask. You don't use a chain. Why? What's the system made from?
It's useless. It's outdated technology. It's outdated. Like you don't need a chain because you have Kevlar. Like a chain adds inertia to like the drive system, so it slows the pedal down. If you want speed and power, don't use a chain. It's very simple.
One last thing. What are you up now? Are you touring or?
Yeah, I will go home after this, and I will do a couple of dates with my band on the East Coast and in New York, America, and then yeah, I'll do some touring, some recording, you know, something like that. And those are the main things right now.
Great.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Our greetings to Planet Drum Readers from Jojo Mayer.
Yes. Hello. Come stai? Arrivederci. Alla prossima. Alla prossima? Yeah, sì.